Hi, this is Michelle Rumschlag, Naturalist, and welcome to Virtual Experiences with the Hancock Park District. It's Friday, so we're hitting the trails. Today you're joining me at the Meadows area within Riverbend Recreation Area. We're just off the path that kind of wanders through the Meadows area here, and we're going to talk about some of the plants and trees that are here. So some of the dead plants that are around us, there's a lot of thorns, so we want you to stay on the trail. We have some multiflora rose, there's some raspberries, and there's also some of the goldenrod of what's left. So they're already in seed, and you can see the wind's going to take the seeds there. This is a plant that blooms in the fall. It's bright yellow. We looked at it at Litzenberg about a couple of months ago. Today I want to talk about some of the evergreens or coniferous trees that we have here in Ohio. And there's only two species really that were native to Northwest Ohio. The eastern hemlock, and then one we're going to highlight today, which is the eastern red cedar. So there are other native conifers, either they were found in other parts of Ohio or they've been planted and brought in. So this is an eastern red cedar right here. And so the scales of it are kind of sharp and spiky. And the bark is very it peels and stuff. Of course, if you have anything that's cedar lined, it has that great smell to it. And this is a smaller tree. They can get larger in size. And one thing I noticed today, I'm always learning things too, are these items that were on the tree here. So this is a cedar apple rust. And so this is a fungus that's on here. And so usually the cedar tree is a host plant, and you need another tree to be around in the area. So we have either an apple tree, a crab apple, a hawthorn, or a quince nearby. So it's this fungus that grows on here. It's very hard to the touch, but you can kind of see the indentations on here. So in the springtime, some of the spores will come out. This type of fungus has 4 different types of spores, and they will look like little orange horns almost that will kind of come out. But you need warmer weather, and it's usually after a rain, so you need some type of moisture on there. It said it doesn't really hurt the tree, and if you can see from our shot, this tree just happens to have a lot of them on there. We have some eastern red cedars along the Park District administrative office, and I don't think I've ever seen these here. So if you're looking at your cedars and find them, that's what that is. They also produce a small red blue berry. We've been looking at a lot of red berries this fall. It's kind of a silvery blue, and this one only happens to have a couple of them right there. But they're really important to wildlife. You're going to attract a lot of cedar waxwings. They're going to come up and eat that berry. But also any fruit-eating bird. So think robins, you might have maybe cardinals visiting, turkeys, or maybe even some of the mammals coming to visit there. Another tree I wanted to highlight is native more to northeastern part of Ohio, but we definitely have a lot of them planted here. And that is the white pine tree. And so again, here at Riverbend in the Meadows area, and kind of right behind me, we have a lot of these that were planted. So how do you know you're looking at a white pine? Well, there's a couple different ways. One might be your pine cone. So this is what they look like. Some might be smaller, some might have the tops that go out, but this is pretty indicative of that pine cone from the white pine tree. And inside are going to be the seeds. So normally, if you've in the area there, and that's what the squirrels are going to visit, or even some birds like crossbills and things, they're having beaks designed to get those seeds inside of there. And a lot of times you won't even see it like this. Everything will be gnawed down. That's probably red squirrels that are doing that. And then these are the needles. So this is the pine tree or the evergreen that's very soft. So I don't think it's going to make a very good Christmas tree because it probably wouldn't hold many ornaments on there. And that's not very prickly like our cedar tree is. Colorado blue spruce is very prickly. This is obviously very soft to the touch. And it's by the number of needles. And if I can find one on here, if you take the little set of needles like this and you open them up, you should have a set of 5, and that's what I've got right there. So a little trick I learned in my dendrology class in college. So it has 5 needles in a set, and white has 5 letters. This will help with differentiating between maybe something like a red pine. Also, a little fun fact, it's also the state tree to Michigan, where I originally come from. Of course, here in Ohio, ours is the buckeye. So while you're out this almost getting into winter time. Again, you're going to see some color because of our evergreens here. So go out and explore them. See if there's nests that were there from the summertime. Look to see if there's any fruits or berries that they're producing or any pine cones that are below them. So get out and enjoy the parks. Just maybe bundle up if you need to. Join us on Monday at 1 o'clock for our discovery stories. Thanks for joining me and have a great day.